The first thing that strikes you about the quick turn of events in your life is the haircut. You examine the rough finish of your cropped hair and find that even the sides are uneven. You tell yourself to give the barber a break. He has hundreds of other heads to tend to. You continue looking. You haven't been so well shaven before. The contours of your face look more defined, more sunken. You gradually move away from the mirror and examine the cobwebs on the corner. They are cobwebs you have to clean soon. The slamming of metal cupboards and the squeak of old mattresses reverberate in your mind. You stamp on the ground and the dust rises up like puffs of brown-stained dried rice. The heat and humidity poured into the room like laser, and the fans above spread the heat instead of ventilating the room. You don't want to switch off because it's all you have. You look across the room at the rows and rows of cupboards with green mugs, forks and spoons. Soon there'll be full packs and helmets behind the mugs, and more items you have to keep up. You will have to keep the cupboard pretty clean or you will suffer. A whole sea of faces float by you. They once had longer hair like you. Now even the fiercest looking with the longest hair is shaved to look as innocent and vulnerable as you are. These are the faces you have to recognize because they are the faces you have to exist with for some time. These strangers are now your friends, for better or for worse. Observe. Always observe and be alert. Intuition and fast reflexes. Discipline. Sharpen your senses and live with very little sleep. Treasure sleep like drops of water in your jerry can. Even the way you wear your uniform, the way you fold the sleeves. There is always a standard to everything here. Think standard. Never fold your pants below your garters unevenly. Learn to tie the daisy chain on your boot laces neatly. Always polish your boots. Polish them until they are fit for marching. Wear your cap properly. Behave yourself at all times. This is not your grandfather's army. Don't think for yourself. Somehow, the smell of kiwi polish, the sound of marching, the endless images of national service never leave you. It becomes such a part of your body, you begin to think you can't live without it. Yet the army experience is inorganic and unexplainable to anyone who hasn't experienced it. No matter how much you heard about the army, you could never understand it till you've gone through it. Because you never know whether to laugh, cry, or curse about it. Being in the army is like being in a relationship. Sometimes you hated her and sometimes you thought you could have gained something by accepting her. There are so many parallels to life when you've been in the army. You learn camouflage in the jungle, just as the platoon commander covered up his own inadequacies with feigned confidence. You learn that the rifle was your wife and you had to be with her and safeguard her at all times. And when you're doing guard and prowling in the night, you're walking with your rifle and uniform, scaling through the checkpoints and wondering when the road will end or how much of it is left.